everybody, to Blissfully Aware, the show in which me and my friends discuss what's going on in fandom and nerd news in general. I'm Bliss, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, JD. Hi, JD!
Hello.
How are you doing this week?
Doing pretty good. Nothing's sticking out to me. Definitely had a busy week, but that's good.
Yeah, better than one of those weeks that drags on forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, JD, this week I want to tell you about something that really bummed me out.
Okay, just lay it on me. My body is ready.
So, as you may be aware, we did an episode a couple episodes back about sexy YouTubers.
Sexy YouTubers. Okay, yes.
And namely, we covered Dream, which, if you're not aware, is a Minecraft Let's Player.
I am aware. I'm aware of Dream. I can't say that I watch Minecraft YouTubers, but I am aware of Dream. And I'm aware of a couple other Minecraft YouTubers completely against my will, but you know, I am aware of them.
They exist in my brain.
Yeah.
Well, so in the previous episode, we covered how Dream, who had previously been wearing a mask his entire career, had done a face reveal finally. And much to the disappointment of his fans, he was very average looking.
We can't all be Brad Pitt.
No, we can't. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with being average looking.
I seem to recall him being a totally normal looking dude. Like I mean, there are leagues of women and gays who think that Mads Mikkelsen is the hottest thing that ever lived, and I gotta be real, he looks like a frog. So I mean, I think if you look like a frog, you too can have leagues of women and gays nipping at your heels. So I think there's hope for anyone.
Absolutely. I mean, different strokes for different folks.
But yeah, I heard he's putting the mask back on.
He is putting the mask back on. As of 5 days ago, Dream released a new video and deleted his previous one. His new video is titled Bye from Dream, in which it's a skit in which he is scrolling through the comments of the original video, and his friends bust in and are like, everything's going to shit, you have to put the mask back on, you've ruined everything. And so he commissions a new mask, and like essentially that's it. Like, he plays off the fact that everybody thinks he's ugly and how it's impacted his views, and just commissions a brand new mask that looks the same as his old one, except now he can see through it, so he never has to take it off. And like I said, he deleted the old video. So, unfortunately, poor Dream has been bullied into putting the mask back on. Not that, like, undoes anything, but...
That's a bummer.
It's a huge bummer.
That's a bummer. Man, like he's not ugly. I mean, I know Twitter was kind of like blowing up with he's ugly. Like, no he isn't. He's just a normal looking dude.
A perfectly average looking Joe Schmo.
And the only reason that he's considered average is because of, you know, the ridiculousness that we have in our lives today, like our ability to look at whoever we darn well please. I mean, gosh. Okay, so back in like the 1960s, right? You know how everybody in like documentaries is like, oh, JFK, he was like the most handsome president. Dude looks like he fell out of the ugly tree and hit every fucking branch on the way down.
He looks like a thumb.
He looks like a thumb. Yeah, he looks like someone beat him up and broke his face And I'm so sorry for all the boomers who may or may not be, listening to this going, I thought he was cute. Like when I was a teenager, I thought he was cute. Like, no, he was ugly. He's ugly. He's so ugly. He did not deserve Jackie O. Like But, gosh, Dream must have been, a freaking 11 on the scale back in, 1960s if JFK was considered handsome. Like, I mean, gosh, he would have been the new Brad Pitt back then.
Let's go.
Right? Dream just needs a time machine. That's all he needs. Women will be drooling all over him. Maybe he could score Jackie O. But yeah, I mean that's a real bummer. But also, I mean, this is a good example of the way that we have relationships with people online, and the types of not just like intangible boundaries that they can and we can create for ourselves, but the tangible ones too. And I mean, I think Dream's mask is a boundary that I don't think he was ready to lose it. And he definitely wasn't ready for that many people to cross it.
Absolutely not. And I mean, boundaries are obviously very healthy. We stand boundaries here on the podcast. I do wonder, I guess, the effect of his face reveal and then backtracking on the face reveal would have on some of the other YouTubers who choose not to reveal their faces.
If I was a YouTuber, I would not reveal my face at this point. I mean, gosh, Dream's views went down by literal millions.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it. It's sort of like it reminds me of Belle Delphine. Was that her name?
Mm-hmm.
The girl with the bathwater.
Yeah.
As soon as she started talking about herself and revealing more about herself online, there was less interest in her and like her content. Once she started actually talking about who she really was and she was taking away some of the mystery about herself, she stopped being interesting to a lot of people and they stopped following her because she became a person. And I think that's the problem with a lot of YouTube or OnlyFans or these not to recycle something, but diet famous people on the internet, is their survival on their platforms is dependent on a certain amount of anonymity, and it's dependent on not being seen as a person. And I see this, I've heard this from several YouTubers, that they make friends with other YouTubers because the other YouTubers know like what is going on with them, and being a YouTuber and being known online is very isolating because you can't let people know who you are. You can't be human because once someone finds out that you're human, they find out what your weakness is and they find out how they can hurt you.
Absolutely. I've said this before, but I don't think YouTubers and celebrities, I don't think of them as real people. And that sounds crazy when I say it like that. But what I mean is they put forth what they're willing to have other people see. And so you're not seeing the real Dream. Dream took the mask off and you saw what Dream looked like, and that was a part of the real Dream, and look what happened.
Yeah, and like just that small section of who he is, just that teeny tiny little bit. And for these YouTubers who wear a mask or they wear sunglasses or they have their hoodie like Quite, I mean, these YouTubers, their appearance, it holds weight. So like, it's either a special episode where you reveal your face and like it either goes well or it goes terribly. And from what we know, it usually goes terribly. But with, for example, Quite, the reason that Quite had to do a face reveal was because he was facing allegations and he wanted to make sure that he was 100% taken seriously in his video to refute those allegations. I mean, your identity, what you look like, it holds weight on YouTube, and like your actual persona, your actual personality is something that is very close to you. Dream, I think, will totally get away with it. Not completely. I don't think the viewership's going to come back, but I think this is him reestablishing a boundary. This is something that everybody should be able to do, and I think it's going to be very telling for a lot of people who respects that reestablishment of that boundary and who doesn't. So, that might be a litmus test for certain people in their Minecraft YouTuber fandom. If someone is posting old pictures of Dream without his mask on, is that someone that I would want to associate with? If they can't respect Dream's boundaries, will they respect mine?
Absolutely. And I mean, I can't think of, well, that's not true. I can think of some pretty toxic fandoms, but the YouTube Minecraft fandom is pretty toxic. A lot of gamer fandoms are.
Yeah. I've heard some interesting stories about certain Minecraft YouTube fandoms. Some of which I am totally blown away by. There's not a lot of wank that I truly understand, but there's some that really baffles me, and most of the time the Minecraft YouTubers are part of that.
Yeah, I don't know, it makes me feel old because it came after my time on YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't start playing Minecraft until I was already like out of college.
I never played Minecraft, like, ever.
Are you serious?
I've never sat down and played a game.
Oh, Bliss, you don't know what you're missing. It's a glorious game. It's absolutely just it was a lovely. Gosh, all I did when I was unemployed for 3 months was play Minecraft and go geocaching, and it was glorious. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to me that so many people are willing to watch Minecraft YouTube videos rather than just play themselves, because I thought the real joy of Minecraft was discovering everything in Minecraft. I'm not the kind of person who watches other people play video games. I have to really love you to watch you stream a video game.
There are very few people that I will sit down and watch play video games. It really depends on your temperament.
Yes, yeah. It's kind of crazy that there's so many people out there who, get so attached to watching people play video games, and like different people too, But this is why you have Dream out there. Obviously there's something attractive about the way that Dream plays Minecraft, and how Dream's friends play Minecraft, and it becomes it's almost interesting to me that, like, if you're just watching this person play Minecraft, why in the world were you ever curious what they looked like? Why was that important to you?
There's this whole thing that I don't get with Let's Players now, where they do the face cam.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess I don't get it, because like, I watch Oni Plays or Game Grumps, and actually almost all the gamers I watch don't do it. I'm
the only gamer I watch does not do it. Like, and she doesn't have a whole lot of followers, and the only reason I watch her streams is because I absolutely adore her, and sometimes she lets us vote for like what she plays, and I love when she gets scared in Phasmophobia, so I always vote for Phas. And she's like, "You hate me," and I'm like, "No, I love you." Like, that's why I vote for that, because whenever she gets scared, she makes the most delicious screams.
But yeah, they do the face cams, and so I guess I never understood, if you're gonna wear a mask, why bother with a face cam?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't imagine Corpse does a face cam. Of course, I don't know anything about Corpse other than Corpse wears a mask and has a crazy voice.
Yep, right.
Crazy voice.
I wish I had a voice for radio, you know what I mean? Like I wish I had a crazy voice. I have the most obnoxious voice I've ever heard in my life. So like
Well, it's a voice for radio now, baby.
I guess so. But I was like, like if you're good, although I gotta be honest, now that Dream is putting the mask back on, and if Dream does have a face cam, at least it's a smiley face still.
Mm-hmm.
And also the fact that the mask company that is creating his mask has created the masks for Daft Punk. That's pretty cool. Like, congrats, Dream, on a cool freaking mask made by the people who, like, masked up Daft Punk.
Yeah, that is something to brag about.
Right? Yeah, it's like, yes, haha, like, and I guess I never thought, I don't really think about, what Daft Punk looks like underneath their masks. Like, I guess maybe that's just I'm just taking them as they're presenting themselves, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have that curiosity of, what does this person look like behind their mask? That's none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what my business is what they give me to be my business.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like so much of this could have just been avoided by people minding their own damn business.
Respecting some boundaries, which Fandom's bad at.
Oh, Fandom's so bad at it. I feel for Dream, just because there must have been some kind of pressure for him to take the mask off in the first place. And he's got to be feeling pretty betrayed by that.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that, the call was coming from inside the house, it wasn't just, like, haters. It was his fans. Mm-hmm. And fans from all walk of fandom. I saw aunties, I saw pro-shippers harassing Dream or making fun of Dream or commenting and whatnot. And it's a real shame that there was no sense of decorum. Like, if you didn't think he was attractive, fine. Keep that shit to yourself. Who cares if you're not attracted to him? Who cares?
Some people just don't like him. Some people just don't like his personality, or don't like the way that he interacts with his fans, or don't like that. Like, that's one thing. But
for sure.
But man, dude is actually kind of cute.
Yeah, I say he's average, but I'm not overly attracted to men, so he's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with him.
Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like he's not ugly. Like, when I think ugly, I'm thinking, like, I don't know, freaking Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at, actually ugly people.
And, like, Dream would have done really well in old Tumblr.
Oh, yeah. Oh, completely, totally.
I don't know what that says about where we are now, but...
Yeah. Like,
he definitely would have been the old Tumblr sexy man.
What did people expect him to do? Like, was he supposed to break out the ring light, pluck his eyebrows? Like I don't understand. I don't know. I really don't understand what people expected. Like, was it the best angle, for his face reveal? Who gives a crud? Like, man, there's tons of pictures of me not dolled up that, like, I'm sure my parents are like, damn, girl, you look like a toe, but like, like, what if he just took it at a different angle? He could be the most gorgeous man you've ever seen in your whole life. Dude is perfectly fine looking.
Yeah, I feel real bad for him. And, like I said, I feel real bad for all the other masked YouTubers out there, because that's gotta be real discouraging. If you ever get tired of the mask, you can never take it off.
Yeah, and the whole concept of your own fans are going to turn on you and smell blood in the water, and they're going to come after you if you show even a hint of your humanity. That's rough. That's so isolating. That's got to be like one of the worst feelings, is like, wow, we, for some reason, there's so many people out there who, they can completely and totally accept that Britney Spears is a flawed human being, but they're going to love her anyway. But you can't accept that a YouTuber is a flawed human being?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, at what point is the threshold of fame? You know what I mean? Like between being a regular ass person and being super Britney Spears famous, where in there is where, if you're not famous, you can be accepted as a flawed human being, and if you're mega famous, you can be accepted as a flawed human being. But somewhere in between there, like in a huge swath of space, you can't be seen as human, or people are going to just devour you. And I mean, you can see it in relatively small Twitter followings too. I had a taste of that when I was near 2,000 followers. All of a sudden, even people that I knew in person were treating me as if I wasn't human.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I keep coming back to what this looks like to other YouTubers watching this. Like, I want to put myself in the shoes of other YouTubers who were watching what happened to the Try Guys when that happened. Or, oh my god, that sure was a thing that happened.
You know what? I just watched the Swoop documentary on the Try Guys falling apart thing. Like literally last night I just watched that. And like, I think it's tough. I think it's tough because, you're looking at instances where it's like, okay, this thing that happened on your YouTube channel. So like, say the Try Guys having to eject a guy, and not just a guy, but also losing his wife, who was, prominent in many videos. The Try Guys losing a Try Guy, and Dream dropping his mask. I mean, how do they recover from this? Like what is their trajectory beyond this? And I'd feel pretty nervous if I was a YouTuber who, felt previously to be on top of the world, like feeling pretty comfortable in my view counts, like I'd feel pretty nervous about that, just because, it's like, even if you think you're not doing anything wrong, like Dream didn't, cheat on his wife after being the wife guy, in Try Guys. He just literally just took off his mask. It's that simple. That one thing can cost you millions of views. And if views are what is making you money, that's a problem. Like, fortunately, we do this podcast for free.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have to worry about view, like, or, we're not, I assume we're not monetized.
Oh gosh, no. Maybe one day Coca-Cola will like reach out to us, but
Doubt. Just the amount that I've said words that I'm pretty sure you can't have in monetized videos on YouTube is, like, I'm pretty sure you can't say the word pornography.
No. I mean, I mark us as not safe for work. Or not for kids.
Good.
I guess is the
YouTube thing.
And so that, I'm pretty sure, immediately ticks you as not being something that they are gonna pull you aside and be like, hey, we want to monetize you.
Right, yeah.
Unless we were getting like oodles of views, then they'd probably like bend some rules. But...
maybe. I don't know. Because, like, I mean, gosh, I know Swoop gets like a whole buttload of views, and she still can't say shit.
One day we'll start a Patreon.
Right, yeah.
No, but I can't imagine your livelihood being based off other people's opinion of you.
I know. It's so rough.
View counts like that. And, like, you can have the most dick-riding fan base. Like the Green Brothers. The Green Brothers have the most loyal fan base. And yet, I want to say it was John Green got bullied off Tumblr back in the day, back in old Tumblr days.
Back in ye old Tumblr days.
So you can still have your loyal fandom turn against you.
Mm-hmm.
Fandom is fickle like that. And
it does.
Having your whole livelihood be based on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't bully YouTubers. Don't bully anybody.
I mean,
but
gosh, like even if you don't believe that they deserve their diet fame, you can criticize their actions, you can criticize their words, you can do all that, but man, the guy was not bad looking.
And there's definitely a lack of understanding in the differences between criticism and bullying.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, JD. Did we talk about the thing? Dream, boundaries, bullying?
Yeah. I think we talked about the thing.
Do you have a happy?
I do have a happy. I went to my best friend's birthday party. I had to travel one state away to go to my best friend's birthday. I sold a lot of my comic to all of my old high school friends who were absolutely 100% on board with the premise and the execution. But and they were really interested in that. So I had a really great time at the birthday party. I made some sales, and some of them I think only bought it to support me, and some of them were definitely into it. But yeah, so that was my happy.
Aw, that's so wholesome.
Like, I know. My life is actually really wholesome. Like, I can't. Sometimes it's hard to, like, just get into the wank and the toxicity of fandom because my real life is actually, like, super duper wholesome. Do you have a happy?
Yeah. I saw Across the Spider-Verse, and it was real good. It was real good.
Oh, I might have to go see it.
If you're wondering if all the fan cams featuring Miguel and Gwen are accurate, they are.
Ooh.
Try and stay spoiler free. It's worth it. But yeah, it is a very good sequel. 'Cause sequels can be real hit or miss. And the first movie was so good, I was a little concerned that, the sequel wasn't going to live up. I also forgot that it was a two-parter.
Oh.
And I had been told it was a two-parter too before going into it, and I still forgot. But I was sitting there watching it going, this sure is taking a long time with, like, the exposition. How long is this movie?
Oh no. And then it's like, and then it does that little to be continued, like,
I was like, oh no. And I was warned. But it was so good.
That's like one of the things where it's like, okay, I really want to see it in theaters, but I also need the catharsis of, like, an ending. And to wait, oh my gosh, like, but I might have to do it anyway. I'm super into the Fang guy.
Miguel? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a babe.
And that booty.
I know. Oh, they really worked on that booty.
But yeah, I think that'll do it for us this week. If you'd like to find us online, you can find us on most major social media platforms at Blissfullyshow, including YouTube. Leave a comment or hit us up on Twitter if there's something you would like us to cover. And yeah, until next time, bye!
Bye! It's like, no, sometimes you're going to be talking to your parents and you're going to say, stop, I could have dropped my croissant.